there ever been a moment that you've been starstruck?
Yeah, you know, I got starstruck when I met John Prine. I'm not that guy to go up to somebody, but it was John Prine, and I was like, I may never see him again ever. I have to say something.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Emily Curl with iHeartRadio, and today we're hanging out with country artist Niko Moon. Niko, it's so good to see you again.
It's great to see you too. Thanks for having me.
Of course, thanks for being here and congratulations. Let's talk about Good Time, the album. It is out now, your first debut full-length album. How excited do you feel having this project out into the world?
I'm so excited. I spent a little over 2 years making this album, and I wrote pretty much every song with my wife, and we recorded it at my house in my recording studio. So this is truly an album that's from my family to y'all.
Oh, that's so special. Is there a song on the album that you maybe feel really personally attached to, you're excited for the audience to hear?
Well, you know, I think Paradise to Me is a song that I'm super excited about. That one is just so much fun to play live, and my fans have just been going crazy for it at the live shows.
That's my favorite on the album, so it's funny you said that one. I love that one. Another one that people obviously love is Good Time. How fun is that to play to a live crowd?
Like, so much fun, yeah, because everybody sings along. It's the best time.
I love that. Now, one more song, Small Town State of Mind. So this is a new one. When you sing this one, what small town are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of my hometown, Douglasville, Georgia. Sometimes when I get in the city for a while and I just start kind of, you know, missing that simpler pace of life, I kind of go back to that small town state of mind, you know, where life is a little more simple and laid back.
Love it. Now, right here we have our wheel of stories. So we have some people you've collaborated on this wheel, but we also have some prompts. So if you're down, I thought I could spin this wheel and you tell me some funny stories, studio moments, behind the scene moments, whatever you want to share. Sound good?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, let's have a good time. Here we go. All right, first one up is Shaggy. So the Good Time remix with Shaggy. Okay, I've been dying to hear all about this. How did this come about?
Yeah, so he heard Good Time, like the original Good Time, and really liked it and reached out saying that he wanted to remix it reggae style. And I thought that was awesome because reggae music and what I do, the mentality of it is very similar. You know, it's all about feeling good and positivity. So I knew that it would be a great fit, and he absolutely killed it. And it's so much fun hearing someone else take your song and reimagining it in their way.
Now, did you guys get to meet in real life for this, or was this a virtual collaboration?
It was a virtual collaboration because it was during COVID. So he was in Jamaica and I was in Nashville.
How was that? What was that experience like?
It was wild, you know. It was my first time collaborating, and it was, you know, over Zoom, so it was a trip.
Well, the song came out so well, so we love that collaboration. Let's go ahead and spin again. We can get a few more. Oh, we have Dierks Bentley. Tell me a little bit about your relationship with Dierks.
Me and Dierks have still never met in person, but we've talked on the phone and we've texted with each other. So I had written that song with two good friends of mine, Nicole Galen and Ben Johnson. We wrote it maybe 2 years before Dierks cut it. And honestly, I completely forgot about the song until I got an email from my publisher saying Dierks Bentley heard your song Gone and he's putting it on hold. He might cut it. And I thought to myself, Gone? Like, because it was literally like hundreds of songs ago that I had written it. I had to go back through my emails to find the song and then to play the demo. And I'm listening, I was like, oh yeah, I love this song. And then I found out he cut it. And then I found out that, you know, it was going to be his single. So it's been such an amazing ride. And then when it became the single, he shot me a text out of nowhere and was like, man, great job on the song. He was like, I love your voice and I hope you like the way it comes out on the recording. And now we kind of like go back and forth texting, but I've still yet to meet him.
Would you guys ever collaborate again?
I mean, yeah, on my part, for sure.
You're like, I'm down.
Yeah, I would love to do a song with him, like sing a song with him, you know?
Yes. Oh, we'd love that too. You know, being a songwriter, are there any songs you've written in the past that you've given away that now you look back and you're like, oh man, I wish I would have kept that one?
You know, when I go to write a song, I always kind of have in mind if it's going to be for me or for someone else when I start. But there is this one deep cut for Zach Brown Band called Day That I Die. There's a lot of me in that song.
For the Good Time album, was there any songs on there that you originally had written for someone else but ended up sounding more like you and you put on the album?
The only song that's that way is Good Time. When I wrote Good Time, I wrote it 3 years, well now maybe even 4 years ago when I was a full-time songwriter. So I hadn't made the choice to make my own album yet. So I actually pitched that song to pretty much everyone, every artist you could think of, and no one wanted it. Like, no one. Like, no one even thought about wanting it. But I knew in my heart that it was a special song. So I always just kind of kept it in the back of my mind. Then when I decided to make my own album, I remembered it and I pulled it out the box and dusted it off and said, this one's special.
I love that journey. Okay, are you ready to spin again? We have a few more for you.
Let's go.
Oh, okay, this is a fun one. What is your favorite tour moment, if you have one?
You know, honestly, my favorite tour moment just happened this past week. I played at the Iowa State Fair and I was singing a song that's on my album called Without Saying a Word. It's a song I wrote for my dad. And when I was playing it, everybody lifted up their phones and turned on their flashlight on their phones. It was an epic moment. And I've always like wanted to have that moment happen at a show, but I've never wanted to be like, everybody get your phones out, because I want it to happen naturally and organic. And it did. And I'm never going to forget it.
Did that make you emotional? Like, what's going through your mind when you're on stage seeing that?
Oh yeah, my eyes were sweating big time.
Your eyes were sweating. Oh, I love that, Niko. Okay, let's spin again. Here we go. Ooh, okay, if you could collab with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be?
Dead or alive? Oh my God.
It's a hard one.
I'm gonna pick Travis TRITT.
Ooh, why Travis?
You know, Travis is from Hiram. That's about 15 minutes from where I grew up. And so Travis was a huge inspiration to me because he was someone that was from where I was from who did it and who made it. So he made the dream real. And that's why I got Great Day to Be Alive is I cover that song on my album. But I kind of do it in my way, you know? It's like an homage. I call it my inspiration track. Someone who inspired me to fall in love with music. And so every album I ever come out with, I'm always going to have one inspiration track.
Do you already know the other ones you're going to include?
I know the next one because I'm already working on the second album now.
That's so exciting. Okay, so let's spin. I think we can do maybe one more if you're down.
Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Has there ever been a moment that you've been starstruck?
Yeah, you know, I got starstruck when I met John Prine. He's a country artist who recently he actually passed away from COVID, but he is my favorite country songwriter of all time, and he was also an artist as well. But he was a little more unknown, but he's my favorite. And I ran into him here in Nashville one time at a place called Arnold's, which is like a meat and three country cooking spot, kind of like grandma's cooking type of place. And I seen him and I was like, oh my God, it's John Prine. And I was like, I'm not that guy to go up to somebody when they're living their life in regular out in the world. But it was John Prine. And I was like, I may never see him again ever. I have to say something. So I walked over to him and I was like, hey, I don't want to bother you. Just had to tell you, you're a big inspiration to me. And I've been listening to you since I was literally a baby because my dad's a big fan too. And just thank you for the music that you've made. It's impacted my life greatly. Have a great day. and
what did he say?
He goes, thank you, because he had a mouthful of cornbread. And so he just kind of mumbled out thank you through the cornbread, and then he just went back to eating. And I was like, oh my God, like. But I'm really glad that I did that I actually took that chance and did that, because that's the only time I ever crossed paths with him. And
wow.
Looking back now, that was my only chance to. So,
what do you think about his music like resonated so much with you?
Yeah, what resonated so much was that it was so clever, but it was really conversational at the same time. He didn't use big words, but he had big thoughts, and that is one of the things that draws me to country music. Is the balance between those two things. And to me, he's the king of being clever and conversational at the same time.
Even going back to that Travis TRITT song, it's like, it's so simple, but it's profound.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what country's all about, right? It's all about reflecting on the simple things in life. And sometimes the simple stuff is the most powerful.
And so, Niko, when you think about this album, Good Time, being out right now, what makes you most proud about having this body of work out into the world?
I'm hoping that it brings people happiness. I love country music and I love people. And I love making people happy. And when they hear it, I hope it just makes them feel good.
Aw, they're going to have a good time, that's for sure.
Yeah, no pun intended.
Niko, thank you so much for being here, for playing our Wheel of Stories, and congratulations again on the album.
Totally. It's always good to see you, girl. Thanks for having me. Can't wait to hang out in person soon.
Thanks so much for watching our Wheel of Stories with Niko Moon. Make sure you stream his new album, Good Time, out now on iHeartCountry, and we'll see you next time.